Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Bryce, and I'm with Susquehanna Valley High School here in Concoe, New York. If you want to contact me, there's my email address. We're going over the Algebra 1 Common Core exam that happened in January 2016. We're on question number 34. Now remember, these questions are in part 3, and all 4 of these questions will receive 4 credits. A correct answer with no work will receive 1 credit. Okay, so remember to include any graphs, any drawings. They can be done in pencil. Use your formulas and equations. So, question number 34 says, Fred's teacher gave the class the quadratic equation f of x equals 4x squared plus 16x plus 9. It's a quadratic equation because of the square. State 2 different methods Fred could use to solve the equation f of x equals 0. So, when is this going to equal 0? We only have to state 2 of them. One of them is we can graph it. Where it crosses the x-axis, that's the solutions. We can complete the square. Xbox, which is also known as the product sum game, and the quadratic formula. Dun, dun, dun. Quadratic formula. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Wait a minute. There's the quadratic formula right here. Where have I seen that before? I know I've seen that somewhere before. Let's go forward. Scrap graph paper, more scrap. Oh, reference table. Wait a minute. Here is the quadratic formula. So if you cannot remember the quadratic formula, grab it off of your reference table. A lot of these we won't need because they don't apply to our class. Arithmetic sequence we will need. Okay, so radians we do not need. So there are some things here we need, some things we do not need. Let's go back to the question at hand. So if you wrote down any of these, just 2 of them, you would get credit. Using one of the methods stated in part A, solve for f of x equaling 0 for x to the nearest tenth. Bells and whistles should be going off because, to the nearest tenth, that's a decimal. I cannot do it graphically because that just gives us a whole number. I think. So graphically, I typed it into the calculator and I hit graph. Now, if I do calc, second, trace, calculate, choice number 2 are the zeros. And it says, am I on the left-hand side? No, so I'm hitting the left arrow until I'm on the left-hand side of it. That means just a little bit above. I hit enter. Now I go down and I hit enter again. I guess. No, I'm not going to guess. And it gives me negative 3.3. So let's see, graphically, on calculator, x equals negative 3.3, or x equals, now I'm going to do the same thing, second, calculate, choice 2 for the zeros. Am I on the left-hand side? I'm just getting a little closer to it. There we go. I am. Now I want to be on the right-hand side of where it crosses. See these 2 blue lines, the vertical blue lines there? Not the curve, but there are 2 lines that are bounding where it crosses the x-axis. Guess? No, I'm not going to guess. And the 0 is negative 0.677. Negative 0.677, which goes to negative 0.68. So there are 2 answers graphically to the nearest, tenth. Glad I read the directions again. Not hundredths, tenths. Okay, so completing the square and quadratic formula. Now let's try using the quadratic formula. Uh, X equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Like I said, that's in the reference table. So we talked about the fact that we're going to have to use a, b, and c, and we've been using a and b when we're completing the square and when we're putting it in vertex form. This is where c comes in with the quadratic formula. A equals 4, b equals 16, and c equals 9. So x equals, or the zeros equal, negative 16, because that's what b is, plus or minus the square root of 16 squared, we should always put it in parentheses in case it's a negative number, minus 4, and then a is 4, and c is 9, all over 2 times 4. So when we pull up the calculator, I'm going to do what's underneath the radical first. So I'm showing you where the square root is. You hit the second, and then you hit square. That's where the square root symbol comes up. And then we can put everything else in parentheses, 16, close parenthesis, square it. So I typed everything in. When you hit equals, we get 10.583. Negative 16 plus or minus 10.583 all over 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 16 plus what the previous answer was, negative 5.42. So I went through and did the calculator work, and the final step would be to round to the proper spot, and it's the 10th spot. So there is one answer, and there's the other answer, which is exactly the same answers rounded as our graphing calculator got us. So there are two methods. You already know inside and out how to complete the square. And since we're at 8 minutes, I'm going to stop the video right there. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me in class. See you later.